Good evening and thank you for joining us. Carly, hometown hero there hopefully for Gord McCallum this weekend?
Yes, hopefully. He's been involved in pony racing now for 21 years, so the Chucks are a little bit new to him, but he's certainly hoping to put on a good show for the hometown crowd.
Hopefully he'll have that crowd behind them. And Shauna, pretty rainy day out there, and I guess people should probably keep their eye on the skies tonight.
Yes, exactly. Environment Canada has issued a tornado watch just for the city of Lloydminster, and as we take a look now across Lloydminster, we're sitting at, it is raining outside with 12 degrees. And how does that compare to Lakeland and Battlefords? It hasn't started raining in Lakeland region yet, and the Battlefords there is rain. So here it is, the weekend, and there's going to be rain. So when will all this wet weather disappear? I'll have all the weather forecast coming up later on.
The countdown is on to decide Alberta's next premier. Last night, PC leadership candidates squared off in Vermilion in their first official debate. Robert Buffum has the story.
All six candidates, Doug Griffiths, Rick Orman, Ted Morton, Doug Horner, Gary Marr, and Alison Redford, came out swinging. The main issues under attack, not surprisingly, the economy, followed by education. The forum was the first of 8 head-to-head battles to decide Ed Stelmach's replacement, and not everyone was happy with the format, which didn't allow for much actual debate.
Not a very effective use of time, and change the format. Let them discuss an issue, let them challenge each other on statements they make, and then move on to the next issue.
Snellgrove was also upset by some perceived inconsistencies.
To me, the most surprising part was the opening statements were all about being conservative, and the rest of the time was pretty much spent on spending money.
In keeping with politics and debating, there were decidedly mixed views from those taking in the event.
Personally, I thought that none of the 6 measure up to the quality of the one we're losing.
Certainly an excellent turnout and a lot of enthusiasm in the crowd tonight, and I think all 6 candidates presented themselves very well.
Party members will vote for their new leader on September 17th. If none of the candidates garner more than half the vote, the top 3 continue to another ballot scheduled for October 1st. Robert Buffum, Newcap News.
On June 14th at approximately 3:15 a.m., Kitscoty RCMP received a 911 call for a fire at the Dewberry Hotel. Someone threw what appears to be a Molotov cocktail through the front windows of the cafe. The fire was quickly extinguished, and a woman and 2 small children who were asleep inside escaped unharmed.
We don't believe they were the target, but however, the potential for possible harm to them can't really be ignored.
The damage could have been a lot worse if not for the quick response of fire crews. So far, the police have not been able to determine a motive for the arson.
However, it does seem that it was somebody deliberately did this. I mean, they just didn't walk by or drive by and just happened to throw this, and it was deliberate.
RCMP are hoping that this surveillance footage will help bring the perpetrator to justice. So far, their investigation hasn't turned up anyone with a grudge against the owners.
We get the odd complaint now and again, as we do at any licensed establishment, but other than that, no, there's been nothing expected or no known suspects that would have committed something like this in retaliation.
If you have any information about this crime, you are asked to contact the Kitscoty RCMP detachment or Crime Stoppers. The government of Alberta committed a significant amount of money to expand Lakeland's oil and gas training facility during the graduation of heavy oil students at the college today. The province gave $4.9 million for the expansion.
We are looking at developing a new wing that will include our heavy oil and power engineering labs, and it will allow us to put in state-of-the-art equipment so that we can increase both the quality and the quantity of education we're doing for the oil industry.
The funding is a third of the money required to complete the project. Once it's complete, many doors will open up for the students.
What it will mean for students is a state-of-the-art facility, so much better facility. It means they'll be able to get 4th class, 3rd class, and even parts of their 2nd class power engineering. We'll be able to incorporate things like SAG-D into the curriculum, and so there's lots of opportunity.
The college is hoping to get the remaining money from the Government of Saskatchewan, private partners, and other fundraisers.